So, I'm going to tell you my story. Whilst I carve this mushroom. About, what can I say? So, I went to a festival this weekend. And when I first got there, I was quite anxious. There's lots of anxieties with me. I sat with the anxieties and pushed through. I started exploring the festival. I started having like visions of like bad things, scary things, things that, you know, it wasn't visions, it's more like thoughts, like worries, but they come as visions, you know. All the anxieties was there. And then I started letting go of these anxieties as the weekend went on. So exploring the things that I was a bit worried about exploring. Put myself in a situation I wasn't happy with, like, you know, letting go of my anxiety. I started seeing crows. And I thought that meant death, because, you know, you insinuate crows with death, but it's not always death of you or anyone else. Sometimes it's a spiritual thing, a change in beliefs, change in systems, change in reality. I'm pretty sure that's what I was seeing. I wouldn't know at the time, I know it now. On Saturday, it was really blissful, really nice. I didn't have any weird experiences, it was just exploring and seeing. But I remember saying to the people I was with that tomorrow's going to be the best day, because tomorrow's God's day. And it was like a belief system in my head that I had. And I felt it, and I thought, yeah, it's going to be nice. And bear in mind, I was at a drum and bass festival, so all the music's very like do-do-do-do-do-do, and all really up partying, a high up and high bass. So the next day comes along, and I'm sitting there. And I was sitting there and I thought, right, I want to go to the festival. I went to the festival, I bought myself some luck chains, and I looked on the floor because I thought I was going to find gold. I said to myself, I want to find gold, and I was chasing the belief system. So I looked on the floor and I found this, and it's copper, it's not gold, it's copper. And then also I found a little cross. I got given a little cross. And I believe in God and all that lot at first, but I didn't believe that much. But after this experience, I know there's no denying that the universe is here, and the universe is talking, and the universe is alive. It doesn't have to be God. It doesn't have to be like the Christian sense of God, but that's how I'm seeing it. All the gods are true. All the gods are true because we're all one. It's all the same thing. Well, it doesn't matter what you believe in. This is why this religious stuff is crazy. It's crazy. People fighting over religion. It's insane. You need to stop. You need to love each other. Experience a life. What's the point in it? God doesn't want you to argue over who's right and who's wrong. But anyway, I bought my protection thing, and the sun was gleaming, a bit like what it is today. It's really, really hot though. And I'm on this valley hill, so I've gone up to the hill with my brother, because I just wanted to rest for a little bit for the evening bit. And there's people that's camping near us. It was a boyfriend and a girlfriend. There's a couple of people, but like people had like left their tent, moved their tents because everyone started to go home. And I was quite near the exit, and I was just on this hill, pretty the highest hill there, like probably at an angle. And I remember, I thought to myself, I wanted to listen to my own music. I wanted to have a bit me. Do you know what I mean? Because I do like drum and bass stuff, but I wanted my own like soul to come through for a second, because I was speaking to God, and I did. So I put my music on. It was country and western stuff. It was not country and western. It was like slow stuff. And the first song that played was Ella Ray. You don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time. That song started playing first. I was like thinking about it. Reminded me of my stuff. I don't have to take my clothes off to have a good time. That's it. Like, so I thinking about that, and the fact that I do it because I want to. You know. I like that. It makes me have a good time. I don't have to do it. And then I started like looking into the distance, and I could see for miles over the valleys. I could see the curvature of the world. And then right, even now thinking about it, about how big the world is, and like, people think the world's flat. The world's not flat, the world's round. But the thing is, it's never ending. Do you understand? The world's what you make it. If I walked now for the rest of my life, I'll never experience the whole world. The world is infinite, never ends. So it's not round. It's not flat. It's round. It's round. There's no denying it. But it never ends. It's as big as it's small. If you want to make it, you know. If you live in a little village, and you just live in a little village, you don't explore, and you isolate yourself in that little village, the world's as big as that little village is. That's how big the village is to you, because it's your own reality. You live in your own world. I live in my world, which is done with reflections. You live in your own world, but we're just balls of energy. The world's ours, you know? You have your own world. Everyone has their own world, but we all share it. So we're all sharing the world, but it's our own. Do you understand? So back to my story. I was on the hill, and I wanted to play my music. I remember thinking to myself, I just want to be on my own. And there's people around me doing stuff. I thought, thinking to myself, I just want to sleep. The bloke come out of the tent, and wanted to lay down in the shade. So he laid down in the shade, but the sun was moving over him still. So I just want to lay down here. And then my brother decided he got his bed out of the thingy and laid dead in the sun. Right? And he laid there, feeling it. Feeling the sun. Yeah. And I was feeling it. I felt blissful. Suddenly, the song come on. You know, it's called "Oh Sweet Child of Mine," but it's like a really slow, godly version. Like a woman sings. I don't know who it is, but I'll link the songs. 2 songs. Well, I linked the 3 songs all together. Anyway, so this song come on, and I was glancing into the distance, and just when I just realised that everything's connected, and everything's a game, and everything's love, and everything's good, everything's safe, and everything's mine, everything's yours, and this is what we make it. The world's what we make it. Life is what we make it. I felt God's hand on my shoulder. I felt like my dad was there. But then my dad became me, and I was my dad, and I was my son. And it's the same for all of you. It's the same for all of you. We're all the same. We're all one. I wasn't in our reality. I put everyone to sleep. I was in my own reality. In my reality, everyone was sleeping. Everyone fell asleep, and I was on my own, the only one there on top of the hill. I cried. When I realised I cried, and the whole thing was like a voice down telling me how much he loved me, and telling me how much I can be like God, and I can be godly, and I can help others, and I can heal the world as well. We can all heal the world with enough of it. I saw all this, and then I turned round. Just as I turned round, I noticed that my brother and his friend were like sizzling, that sort of thing, like being fried by the sun. And then I realised we were probably in a bit of a dangerous situation, and I think what I was doing is it was burning away my sins, burning away other people's sins, and the sun was leaving. And I had to walk up in my head, I was like, right, we need to move. So I got my brother up, and I was a bit panicked because I just had this godly experience. And someone asked me for something, and I just had to give it to him. I didn't care what it was, I'd give it to him, and then I walked away. Wanted to go a long way around. I thought I had to leave, and leave the festival and go. I did have to leave, but I didn't have to leave so abruptly. But I started walking towards the exit. I was just going to go. I was going to leave all my stuff there and go. But I carried on walking. So my brother was a bit like, "You're right, what's going on?" And I explained to him. And the thing is, my brother answered me exactly how I wanted to answer him with everything. Exactly what I wanted him to say. He didn't say anything. He just agreed with me to walk until we got near the top. I went to the very, very, very top, the highest point I could go to. This realisation was still happening, that I am God and it's all me and it's all you and it's all us and we share this energy. I had the light for that 2 seconds. And I realised that I could go if I wanted to go. I realised that if I wanted to say it's completed, it's completed. and I could have just drifted off. I felt my soul sizzle away from my body like the dust in the air was just leaving my body. The soul was going. And I looked around, I was trying to decide if I was going to go, and then I sort of looked at my brother. I looked at him and something come about him, and he said to me, "We can always go back down the hill." And I was like, and then I thought about it, and I thought, do I want to go or want to stay? Do I want to go or do I want to stay? And then I come back down the hill. It's a bit like, have you ever seen The Simpsons and the SpongeBob where they, it's silly, but they sit on top of the hill and it's his last day. He does all the fun things for him, makes it amazing. And he's on the top of the hill. It's time to go now. You make your day as amazing as you can. You understand? But yeah. Then I went back down with him. And when I come back down, reality started coming back together. I started realising the darker side of life as well. That was there. It's all one. You've got to have one without the other. It's a big circle. If I do goodness, life gets better. The darkness goes away. If I give and help others, then I can heal the world in a way. I can heal my world. I can hear the things that I care about, and it will affect everyone else's. And the things I care about are things most people do care about and love. And I'm generally someone that can make a difference. So I need to figure out how to do it, and it's expensive because I need to go abroad and I need to get stuff and I need to save and make sure I've got enough. I need enough. I need to be prepared for it, I need supplies. It's going to be a crazy journey. I need to sort out my affairs at home. I need a passport. I haven't even got a passport at the moment. I need a passport. But I need it all pretty quickly because it needs to happen now. There's no changing it. I need to sort out what's going to happen with seeing my kids and stuff like that. I've got 2 little kids, a little boy and a little girl from a previous relationship, and I love them all. I love that whole side of the family, and my family too. Even my ex-girlfriend, I love her to bits. I love them all to bits. It's time for me to go explore myself. I can't do much more here. I've done it. So I've walked down the hill and I've realised what was happening. Part of me did die. The bit I thought flaking away did die, and it was my sins and my worries and my holds to this reality died on that hill. So yeah, that was my thing. And I've come down, everything's been clear now. Everything's so clear. I can see. I was asked to be shown, to be fair. I prayed and asked God to show me, and He did show me, but not when I was expecting it. It was when I was least expecting it. I think that's how it all works. Everything's where you least expect it, So I sit here carving this mushroom, and I want to sell it. Got so much energy in it. So much God is in this mushroom. This mushroom will make people see. This mushroom that I'm carving now will heal. The mushroom's coming. I've got to realise that.